Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Love ya. And I'm gonna be reacting to Alt for Norge season 6, episode 1. I reacted to the first episode of the first season, and I don't know. I'm not going in order. I'm just gonna go and react to this one. So let's check it out.
Norge et av verdens rikeste land. Vi rike på naturressurser. Vi bader I naturopplevelser som majestetiske fjell og dype fjorder. Og vi har en mangfoldig kulturarv. Og blant annet på grunn av en lang tradisjon med sjøfart, og ikke minst oljen, har vi en av verdens høyeste levestandarder. Men det har ikke alltid vært slik. Det var en tid da ta tilbake tilhørigheten har konkurranse.
Okay. I don't understand. It's like... Sorry, I'm skipping. I don't know what she's saying.
This opportunity to go to Norway is definitely the biggest blessing I've had in my life, other than my children. Dad, see you when you get back from Norway. P.S.
So with the first season, again, it's like they keep saying, oh man, I got this chance to go to Norway. Here's my chance. Like, as if there aren't, you know, hundreds of flights going to and from Norway each month, as if they don't have enough money or can't save money to go. Like, there are tons of people that are too poor to visit Norway in America. Excuse me. And there are people, tons of people that couldn't pay for like somebody to research their family lineage or something, which I don't think is that expensive. But all the people that they've shown so far seem to me to be doing fine. So it's, I don't know. I guess they're just playing it up for the show.
Yes. Bring us back something, please.
Goats, I'm going far away.
Some of the people are so like cringy. I don't know if I can watch.
I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, Norway. And I just
You do?
it's just like, it's so crazy. I'm so excited. Norway.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes to that. So
Goodbye.
What an adventure you're going on.
Right.
Do you plan on like going out at all? You on like some fancy date or something?
Salme with Thor, with the man of my dreams. Everyone thinks that I will find a tall Norwegian man. I think they're calling him Thor because they do hope that he looks like a Norwegian.
Dude. Thor doesn't date trolls.
What an adventure you're going on. I'm so happy for you.
Did it for you guys. Chance of a lifetime.
I'll see you guys soon. Love you.
you.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Dude, look at like this is like a nice neighborhood, nice cul-de-sac. Like, look at this. Like, she could, okay, she didn't do the thing like, oh, I got this opportunity, but I'm just saying. They seem to all be from approximately at least lower middle income.
I know.
Are you guys gonna go for your mom?
Yeah.
All right. I'll hear about everything when I get back.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at this.
Bye.
Look at this. Look at how nice this looks. Like, he's fine.
I'm going to Norway.
Yeah. Okay.
Langt mot nord ligger et av Norges aller vakreste steder. Det blå havet og de spisse fjellene I Lo.
Norway in. Norway in.
Imagine just waking up in your backyard and that's your scenery.
No. Can you believe this is where we come from?
For å få oppfylt en livslang drøm. Og endelig komme tilbake til sine forfedres hjemland.
I have wanted to do this. I can't remember when I haven't wanted to do this. You know, I've always wanted to go here. Heard about Norway from my family.
Oh, your family? Your family told you that it existed? No, okay, yeah, I'm trying to. I gotta be nice. Sir. He's just saying that they had talked about it. Okay.
It's pretty exciting for you too.
My entire life has led up to this point.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Coming to
Your
Norway
entire life?
is so important for
What, have you been like studying Norwegian forever and you know everything about the country and you're learning? How does it everything lead up to
me.
this?
I feel like I don't know anything about my Norwegian heritage. I feel like a part of me is missing, a part of me is lost, and I want to explore Norway, and I want to soak up as much of it as I can into my soul.
I wonder if we can catch lutefisk in here.
No, it's like really. Oh my gosh, it's really nice that they are happy and stuff, but they're like really over. Come on, guys. This isn't a Cinderella story. You're going to another country. It's not the craziest thing ever. Imagine if a Norwegian went to Sweden. They're like, wow, I made it to Sweden. Look at this. I dream of Sweden. Okay, it's obviously not the same thing because it's like across the ocean, and Sweden is fairly similar to Norway. But like, imagine if they're like, can you or whatever, like a Norwegian person's like, oh, Spain. Oh my gosh, I got to go to Spain. Oh, I dream of Spain. My life has led up to getting to Spain. It's like, all right, dude. Okay, she mentions like the one thing that she knows of Norway, some fish.
Lutefisk swim in these parts, mostly just the grocery store.
I've been wanting to go here for so long, and like now I'm here. I'm on a boat, and it's incredibly beautiful, and part of me can't even believe it.
Dude, there's like, oh my gosh. Is it that? Have these people not traveled at all? Like, it's great, it's fantastic, but really overdoing it here.
I look at the mountains, and I look at the water, and
They act like they found like another like dimension, and it's like, whoa, what?
feel the water, and I'm like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, what? It's so perfect.
Really funny about it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Welcome.
This girl actually looks just very similar to someone I knew that. Her.
And welcome home.
To be here in Norway, it just means so much to me. You know, I want to do this for myself, for my family, and hopefully my ancestors somewhere are looking down and saying, yeah, go Q.
I'm glad you survived
Q? His name's Q?
what the famous author Jules Verne called the most dangerous seas in the world.
Okay. Some author called it that.
Sea outside Lofoten Island, here in
This guy looks like the actor in Max Manus. He looks like one of the guys.
northern Norway,
Not the main guy, one of his friends.
is a place many of your ancestors knew very well. Some of them actually worked here. Hannah, your great-great-grandfather was a captain on a ship that brought salt from Bergen to the people here in Lofoten, and then he sailed back with herring and dried cod.
That puts this place in perspective,
That's cool.
for
actually.
sure. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah. Getting the information that my great-great-grandpa worked in this area is really amazing. Stories I've been told, pictures that I've seen.
Sometimes I hear people talk and I go, oh, I think, or sorry, I see people cry and I go, okay, come on, it's not that big a deal. But then I'll be in the same situation and I'll start crying and I go, okay, well, too quick to judge. You shouldn't judge at all. But Hannah from Wisconsin, that's the state that I'm from. And I said this girl looks similar to a girl that I know. So I don't think it's her, but that's interesting. Ullensvan? Is that where her family is from or something?
But to be here in this space is really unreal.
Some of you descend from Norwegian fishermen, some from farmers, servants, and merchants.
Ooh, I hope mine wasn't a servant.
All people with very different lives. But what they all have in common is that they left Norway in search for a better life in America. And eventually they lost touch with their Norwegian heritage.
She looks very similar to another girl I know. Yeah.
But the families they left behind, they went on with their lives. And their descendants are still living here in Norway today. And we have found them all for you.
Descends. I wonder how far back, because I guess, I mean, I don't know. If it's like 10 generations back, it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess, are we, like, how far? Because let's say a whole group of family or something, like the whole family left, and then like all the cousins and all like the alive ancestors left. I mean, eventually you could find somebody distant. You know, everybody kind of traces back to the same point eventually. I wonder how far back they go. Maybe they had researched some people, and they're like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, we don't have records for this person so far back, or it's so distant of a relative that it's not even really related. So, anyway.
Now, guys, are you ready for some action?
Yeah!
It's time to start your journey through Norway.
Whoa!
A journey that will strengthen your relationship with your heritage, your family.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tack.
The bottom of the water.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Utah.
It's a funny talent to make people laugh. I'm looking so forward to this trip. Can't wait. My interest in Norway started because probably 10 years ago, people always would say, "Are you from Norway? Are you from Norway? You look like you're fresh off the boat, straight from the motherland."
People did not say that.
You know, I still have a lot of fun. Just don't
Maybe one person said that.
party. I am definitely an adrenaline junkie. I want to do it all. Road biking, motorcycling. Occasionally, I don't wear a helmet. It's kind of naughty, but I like the wind blowing through my hair.
I hope these people never see my reaction, because I don't want people to feel bad. I don't ever want to be mean to anybody or make fun or anything. But, wow.
I've never seen this picture before.
Oh my God.
Dear David, this photo portraits your relative Carl Hagerud and his wife Ragnar Kleven. In the back you see a photo of Carl's parents, Ole Christian Hagerud and his wife Johanne, who lived on the Hagerud family farm their entire lives. Carl and Ragnar's children and grandchildren still live in Gosdal. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's cool.
I didn't know anything about these people.
And they're very eager to meet
But
you.
look at them.
They want to meet you.
That's amazing.
It looks, yeah, very like an American, old American picture, I guess. I don't know.
Dear Taylor, this is your great-grandfather, Hjalmar Ferdinand Pedersen, who was respected foreman on this shipyard in Kristiansund. In 1944, in the final stages of the Second World War, the shipyard was targeted by English bombers in an attack that went terribly wrong and affected your ancestors' lives in a very unfortunate way. This is really real. It's just, it's really amazing to be here,
Ew,
you know?
man.
And to learn things I never knew. It's really,
They didn't say he died, but I'm guessing he died in the bombing raid or something.
it's amazing.
Dear Kelsey, here's a picture of Ingeborg, Paul's daughter Tungset, and her husband Knut. Ingeborg is the sister of your great-great-grandfather Peter Olros, who emigrated to the U.S.
They all cried. It's interesting. It's just when you think about it logically, it's like you're learning about your history. Is it? I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem sentimental, but maybe I'm a robot. I don't know.
Ingeborg stayed in Norway, and she is the ancestor of many of your living relatives in Norway. My siblings are so precious to me that to think that Peter and Ingeborg maybe never saw each other again, it's really, really heartbreaking.
Colorado. Yeah, she looks
Hi,
like
Norway. I'm Kelsey
Colorado.
Tungset, and I'm a Norwegian American from Littleton, Colorado. I I love adventure. I like meeting new people, trying new things.
That's cool.
Oh, you guys, look at all the fish heads. You know how vampires have garlic? Well, maybe trolls have fish heads to keep them away.
Just make that up.
It's beautiful. I like that. You know, maybe that's to keep the trolls away. Yeah. Etter en kort tur har amerikanerne endelig kommet fram til fiskeværet på Sakrisøy. Der oppdager de raskt hva som i generasjoner har vært livsgrunnlaget for lokalbefolkningen.
Because it's drying up to eat it.
Oh, that?
Seeing the dry cod everywhere was very shocking. The fish looked so mad, which I mean, I would be mad too, I guess, if someone chopped my head off.
Oh my gosh, you did it.
Oh, it's biting me.
You're not going to eat that, are you? You did. That is so tender.
Did you actually eat it?
Dried fish, I would say, tastes like something between paper, cardboard, and dental floss.
Yeah, it doesn't seem good to me. I like really fresh fish, so it seems like the opposite.
This is why my grandmother had great teeth.
Guys, it's fish jerky.
Oh!
Not eating it.
You have to limbo and bite it as you limbo.
When it came to doing the limbo, and Camille was trying to get me to eat some dried fish at the end, I was doing anything I can to avoid that dry fish.
All right. I'll limbo. I ain't eating it. You have to eat the whole thing.
So I tasted it, and then I spit it out, and I don't know why everyone else is so happy to taste that stuff.
That's biting as shit! Girl, this is not lutefisk.
I gotta try some.
We're so Norwegian right now. We're in a fjord, in the mountains, and we're eating lutefisk. That's biting as shit!
Don't need to swear. Yeah, you're on like a Norwegian show about Norway, about people experiencing Norway, so that's what's gonna happen. You know, experience Norwegian stuff.
Girl, this is not lutefisk.
Oh, yeah.
This
is probably
lutefisk.
No, this is horse. It's fish. No, not lutefisk. I love it.
Etter pausen venter en ny dag, og det blir nye utfordringer på amerikanerne.
I suck at the language. I can't move my tongue in the ways to make the words yet.
Og Joel får vite mer om sin norske families historie.
Reading that letter and knowing all the hardships I went through, I feel very prideful knowing that's where
I like this season where they got to see a little bit about their family early on, or like throughout the episodes or whatever, like instead of just, well, yeah.
come from.
Did they choose that theme song because it sounds like country-ish music from America?
12 norsk-amerikanere har kommet til Norge for å lære mer om sitt moderland.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to take me out of this, so...
Oh, those guys are hot. What are they
Jets in my
doing?
bunk room.
They're crazy.
Decided we're gonna go for a swim the real Norwegian way.
Those
It
guys are
was
so
freezing cold.
crazy.
Hurt to breathe. I'm really glad I had underwear on because some girls would have thought I was not such a man anymore.
I think people
No one thinks you're a man. Just
would describe me as genuinely nice and a good person.
Yeah.
In a word, awesome. I think my
and humble.
passion for boats really started at a younger age, and I just was very fortunate to also make a career out of it.
All right, man. I'm out of here.
I have a pretty good idea what Norway's like. Big, deep fjords, rolling prairie. Yeah, anything I ever do, I always want him with me, and I've been so fortunate that he'll...
That's nice.
Gotta go. So, gotta prepare for the cold.
Sweater weather?
Sweater weather.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I also have to get...
Tilbake i Lofoten det på tide for amerikanerne å få den første undervisningstimen i det som kan bli en eneste lang utdanning i å tilpasse seg livet i Norge.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You might not think so, but Norwegian and English actually have a lot in common.
Yeah. Easiest language for native English speakers to learn. Very close tied with French.
Does anyone, for instance, know what hello is in Norwegian?
Hi.
Hello. Hello. That's right.
Oh, you guys! It's not hi. It's hello.
Hello. Hallo.
Idiot.
So as you can see, that's very similar. But beware, even though we have some similar words, don't assume you're fluent in Norwegian. Some words might seem the same, but have an entirely different meaning. And this may cause some really awkward situations.
Oh my gosh.
In Norway, this doesn't mean anything bad. Unless you're at the dinner table. It's simply the Norwegian word for burp.
Oh.
I could teach you how to say, I like to burp.
Okay, yes.
Jeg liker å rape.
Jeg liker å rape.
David, what about you? Jeg raper hele tiden.
Jeg raper hele tiden.
It means I burp all the time.
David.
The language
Come on,
course was
David.
interesting. I learned how to say things I would never say to any other Norwegian.
We also have some traditional Norwegian names that may mean something else to you. Please welcome two handsome guys.
Welcome.
This is Odd,
Hi, Odd.
and this is Simon. Have you heard those names before?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was odd that there was semen on the deck.
That's kind of funny.
Odd and semen? Yeah, it's that's not something you would hear named, in a naming book in the United States. When my son was born, I didn't think about using either of those names. I'm glad we chose Eric.
As, sperm, I didn't think of semen in a way that was inappropriate. I thought of him as, a man of the sea.
Wow. You're more pure then.
Try it one more time.
Jeg liker ropa.
Hun prøver å
Jeg
si
liker ropa.
Europa.
Ropa.
Du liker Europa.
Seaman, he was very sweet. He was wearing just a yellow rain outfit like a man on the sea would wear.
it's not necessarily easy to learn Norwegian in Norway.
It is.
Most Norwegians speak pretty decent English, and they love to practice their skills.
Oh, I didn't know that. Does that mean that I don't even have to learn Norwegian?
So because of this, they'll end up speaking a lot of English to you. And to avoid this, you need to learn this sentence. Kan du være så snill å snakke norsk? Ja.
All right, let me try to translate this. Can you I don't know. See something and speak Norwegian? I want to I don't know. I want to try to speak.
Prøver å lære språket. And it means, could you please speak Norwegian? I'm trying to learn the language. So that's an important sentence to know. Kan du være så snill å snakke norsk? Skar?
Kan du være så snill
Å snakke norsk.
og
Kan du være så snill?
snakke?
Dude, this is like I don't know if this is just the best way. They're not gonna remember that phrase if you just like repeat it a few times in a classroom or something.
Worst, kan du være så snill og snakke snill?
I don't mean to laugh.
No.
Because it's really close.
Yeah. Snill og snakke nusk.
Ja.
Snakke nusk. See, that was one I was having a hard time.
She's a tough cookie, though.
This woman looks a little bit like my mom, actually. It's funny, when my brother was in Norway, he told me that everyone looks like mom. My mom looks fairly Norwegian. She's Norwegian descendant, ethnicity,
She
whatever.
wants me to learn the language almost as more than I want to.
Ja, og det
That guy looks like a guy that I know too.
tar litt tid å lære språket. Men etter en drøy time språkopplæring, hvor amerikaneren har lært noe av det mest essensielle, skal teori nå gjøres om til praksis. You are going out amongst the locals to speak Norwegian. So, best of luck, or as we say in Norwegian, Lykke til!
Why?
Amerikanerne skal nå ta turen til Reine, der det er størst sannsynlighet for å treffe folk. Her skal de prøve å omsette lærdommen fra den første undervisningstimen til praktisk kunnskap.
So where should we go?
There's some Norwegians up there.
All right.
I was very nervous because I'm seeing all these people standing around and I'm going, okay, I have to practice my Norwegian now. Jeg heter David. Hva heter du?
Jeg heter Elise.
Elisa. If I wanted to know
They have paper. Oh my gosh.
what someone did for a living, what their job was, how would I ask them?
Hva jobber du med?
Hva jobber du med?
Hva jobber du med?
Hva jobb du med? When they were speaking with me, I found myself kind of going, all right, there's so much that I'm missing here. I must have looked at them like they had three heads. It's kind of, what? What do you do? Hva jobb du med? I mean,
Jeg en fisker. I'm a fisherman.
oh,
You are!
Fisherwoman.
so you think fishermen very pretty, very, very pretty.
Unnskyld. Kan du hjelpe meg? Kan du hjelpe?
Kanskje?
Hvordan går det?
Var det bra?
Ha det bra.
Går det fint?
Norwegian sounds like a very northern Minnesotan trying to speak Scottish.
Kan du si meg hvor toalettet er?
Ja, da må du gå opp trappa her, rundt hjørnet, inn døra, og så til høyre.
Og så dreier det.
Pardon? There's a lot of u and shu and sk.
Vi prøver å se om du finner frem, da.
Oh no. Farther. Du spekker farther.
Jeg snakker for fort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fort. It just kind of sounds like blah 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 blah. Do.
Oh. Oh, that's why he referred to himself as Q. Because he has one of those crazy made-up names. Kwanzakari. I mean, it could have an origin, but anyway.
I don't know.
How would you say, would you like to dance?
Vil du danse?
Vil du danse?
Oh, please do not ask.
Og
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Well, it's good content for the show, I suppose.
vil du danse? My place or Hæ? Vil du danse?
With no music. Oh my gosh. This guy looks a little bit like Doug. This YouTube channel, Doug Poker. So I wonder if that's, I don't know what origin that is. Anyway.
Vil du danse?
Oh my gosh.
Joel never misses for an opportunity to meet girls. I think he's expecting to have dinner date with her now. Unless she turns out to be a cousin. Then that won't happen.
That guy's yeah, and that's the kind of person you want to make a TV show about, because it's gonna do some, I mean, people like watching crazy stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Oh,
I
she's
think
recording.
that Joe was lucky to have danced with her because I think she was kind of leading and showing him how real Norwegians dance.
I think I've never seen a Norwegian person dance.
A little bit of the opposite of me leading when we were dancing was happening. I was leading, but she was following so good, even though I didn't know what I was doing. She was basically leading me.
Okay, okay.
A way to sing some love songs for you. Early in the morning, rising to the street. How
Pretty
precious
good.
it is until you have your own. So when I was 17 and I had my son Kalel and my daughter Elizabeth at 19, I actually left high school a little early to start working full time. Are you guys gonna miss me when I'm in Norway? But when we split up, that's when things got real hard. So I'm gonna fly from Seattle.
I agree.
I'm going for 2 months for something that's extraordinary. You know, the first thing my daughter said when I told her was, "You need to bring me back a Norwegian souvenir." All excited. They're just so excited for their dad to go there. You know, they feel a part of it, and when I get back, it's just gonna be very.
Men hver vinter dro de nettopp hit til Lofoten for å delta i det tradisjonelle skreifisket. Joel har nå fått et brev som inneholder mer informasjon om hans familie, og hvordan farvannet utenfor Lofoten skulle spille en avgjørende rolle i deres historie.
Dear Joel, for the fishermen and the farmers of northern Norway, there was nothing as important as the Lofoten season between January and April. By 1878, your great-great-grandfather's big brother Johan had taken over the family farm. Leaving his family for months to go to Lofoten was not easy, but they all hoped the hard work would pay off. A cold February day at the same year, Johan was out fishing with 3 other men from Nesna. Suddenly, an unexpected blast hit their sails and the boat capsized, throwing Johan and the other men into the merciless waves. 4 men from the same local community lost their lives on the Lofoten Sea this day. Johan's tragedy left a devastated family back at home. This wife and son had no way to make ends meet and had to leave the farm, but the new owner agreed to help support the widow. God. After the loss of Johan, his family found comfort in each other. Your great-great-grandfather now lived at a farm called Storvalen. With his children and his wife Karen made an impressive effort as a midwife around the local
Is Karen a Norwegian origin name? Interesting.
community. She helped deliver over 400 babies who all survived. In 1880, Karen herself gave birth to a baby boy that they named Johan in loving memory of Jacob's big brother. And 2 years later, the family was blessed with another baby, your great-grandmother, Mathinka. By March 1904, she had taken the radical decision to leave everything she had ever known and take a leap of faith. With huge consequences for herself, her family, and the generations to follow, she boarded the Allen Line in Trondheim and left Norway. Yeah, so much hardships to get to such a happy ending, you know? I can imagine Jakobsen losing his brother Johan, who's 7 years older than him. He's a lot like I have a closest brother to me, who's 5 years older than I am. And losing him would be devastating because he was like a second father to me. Reading that letter and knowing all the hardships I went through, but also finding out Karen Anna, you know, my great-great-grandmother, Mathinka's mom, being a midwife and how tough she was and how much she cared about her community, how much her community must have cared about her. I feel very prideful knowing that's where I come from.
Etter pausen blir det alvor når amerikanerne må ut til sin aller første konkurranse for å vise hvem av dem som har mest kunnskap om sine forfedres hjemland.
All right, it's the thing that we carve cheese with.
Cheese blade, do we think that's Norwegian?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's a troll! It's a troll!
That is Norwegian. The blade thing.
The winning team that will get an advantage in next week's first team competition.
Or I suppose maybe of the original. I've heard a lot of like things in Norway actually come from another place that were brought to Norway. So I don't know about that specifically, but yeah. Bing, 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 bing. 4,000.
12 norske amerikanere reiser for første.
Does that mean before the break?
Syn her i Lofoten blant annet slike fiskehjell med tørrfisk som henger overalt på Svaberg nede ved havet. Ja, og hva skulle vi nordmenn gjort uten havet? Skulle vi bært på det?
Some traditional things, like they're not good. To give an example, I saw where was I think it was in China, and they were like passing around like a meatball or something in each other's mouths, and they're like, "Oh, it's tradition." I'm like, "No, it's not." And not as bad, but like this dried fish, like I don't know, maybe it tastes amazing to some people. Whatever.
Selv om akkurat det ikke så vanlig, så det i en båt på land. Deltakerne våre nå skal vise hva de mener typisk norsk i den første lagkonkurransen i Alt for Norge.
I årets første Alt for Norge-konkurranse skal amerikanerne prøve å gi liv til det forslitte uttrykket. Hva skulle vi ha gjort uten utlandet? Baby.
The fisherman, I just hope that she's able to describe things as well as she is tiny.
And champions! Yeah.
So we have Sarah, and she's pretty light, and we can put her in the boat, but
I guess compared with the other ones, she doesn't seem that small. But
if none of us know that things are common or not common to Norway, that kind of makes me nervous, because all it takes is 5 wrong guesses right off the bat, and we have a huge disadvantage.
Go red!
Go red!
Go red! Green! Go red!
Fish, you could get both of them. Here we go.
Stop!
She's
What
closer
is
to one
it?
in here.
Doing great, guys.
Down a little bit. Slowly.
Nice!
All right, it's the thing that we carve cheese with. The cheese slicer. It's a cheese
I
slicer.
feel like that's not
Cheese blade.
Cheese blade. Do you think that's Norwegian?
I don't think so.
I feel like
but
it's
I
not.
don't know.
Det virker ikke som om Blått lag helt har fått med seg ostehøvelens stolte historie. Men heldigvis har de én mann med erfaring på lag.
She didn't really explain that well because like that's like kind of unique. Like I haven't seen that. We use something different in America. So.
I'm going to say yes.
You say
I
yes?
think it is.
Okay. I think that's great. Let's keep it. Okay, let's.
I think it was actually a Viking design that they've found in archaeological digs. It was originally used as a razor. And they said, why not use this for cheese? And that's how it started.
I want to fact check that. Sounds right. If you're watching this, you notice that a lot of people are from Minnesota or its surrounding area. That's where a lot of Scandinavians in general, Finnish, Swedish, Norwegians.
Hello, Norway. I'm David Ingen. I'm 59 years old. I'm from Minnesota and Glasgow. I do a lot of work with our church, the Lutheran Church in Minneapolis, and essentially working with the kids, the teenagers in the congregation, basically as an adult advisor, and I love it. So what we're going to do is talk about something that everyone's experienced, and that is having a fight with your friend.
I know a lot of people might be like, oh, Christian, you know, it's dumb, this guy doesn't exist, but like, people are trying to do good, you know?
This is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Let's get some left side.
Left stuff.
Yes.
The main, like the cheese. My Norwegian side comes from Dad. My father, 100% Norwegian. This would be your great-great-grandfather.
Handsome.
And
Rare.
You know if anybody went back?
no one ever did. No one ever went back. I'll be the first one, actually, in our family to ever go back.
There you go.
I know. So it's kind of exciting. I mean, to think about going back and potentially seeing the family farm. I always encouraged my grandparents and my father to go back to Norway to see where we came from, but they never did it. So this really feels a bit like a pilgrimage, like I'm taking them with me and going home to see where it all started for our family.
Cool.
I don't know. There's two girls and a guy and another guy, and they're all wearing white, blue.
Interesting. It looks like she's older than me, but I know what this reference is. It's ABBA. Maybe I know that because I'm just interested in pop music, but yeah. ABBA, whatever.
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow is Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay, go! Let's go!
All right.
Okay, it's the Bee Gees, I believe. It's a blonde chick. It's a guy in overalls with...
There were no girls in the Bee Gees.
Okay, that might not be that. It's two girls and two boys.
ABBA.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay.
Initially, I think I was a little bit rushed and flustered, so I kind of sped through the details, and then I realized that the devil is in the details and that I should probably be saying everything that I could. All right, I sped through the details, and then I realized that might not be that. It's two girls and two boys.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay, all right.
Initially, I think I was a little bit rushed and flustered, so I kind of sped through the details, and then I realized that the devil is in the details and that I should probably be saying everything that I could. All right, I see two clogs. They look like they're made out of wood, wooden shoes. They have 3 X's down the center.
The Danish.
No, it's Dutch.
Dutch, yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Nøyaktige forklaringer ser ut til å være veien til suksess for det blå laget. Men det er ikke alle ting det er like lett å sette ord på. Harryhandel, for eksempel.
Okay, so this says G-O-D-I-S-H-U-S-E-T. It's a store, and it says entree, and then there's a guy, it says Gadi shoot. One of the fish had a picture of a store, and I think I spelled it out, so I cut.
I feel like that must be Norwegian. Wait, that's a Norwegian flag, isn't it?
I don't remember. It was God is, and then Hute or something. It had
Good
I had to
is.
spell it out because I couldn't even say it. H-U-S-E-T.
3 words.
No.
One word?
One word.
Got it, Rasta? Got it, shoot?
Gudis? Yeah.
Got it, shoot?
Is that Norwegian? It was confusing because there was a Swedish flag, and then there was a guy carrying a whole
Oh, I thought there was a Norwegian flag there.
pack of Coke.
What is it?
Godis,
Is it
drita.
a store? What is it?
It's a store. Oh, there's a Norwegian flag in the back. Duh.
The flag is red, white, and blue, right?
Yes.
You good?
It's a cheese slicer.
Yeah!
We got it. Hooray. Okay. I
lag har fått opp dampen og nærmer seg full fangst. Samtidig satser blått lag på at Davids gode kunnskaper om norsk kulturliv skal gjøre at de snart får fylt opp kvota.
It looks like a hippopotamus with no mouth, but it has a tail. It has 2 eyes, 2 ears, and it has a tail.
Swedish. It's Swedish. It's from I saw it at the Swedish Museum earlier this year.
That's a cartoon, yeah.
I was really happy
Oh, that guy's good. Good. He knows a lot.
to have David on my team. David had a lot of knowledge and a lot of confidence. He's really, really, really knowledgeable around Norwegian heritage.
All right.
Yeah.
This picture is it looks like
Dude. That girl so much reminds me of a girl that I know. I'm gonna try to look up. I feel like that might be her, but I don't think it is. But
Pippi Longstockings. She has red hair.
Just pigtails out
Astrid
from either
Lindgren
side.
wrote that. So that's Norwegian. Yeah.
It is?
Pippi Longstocking is Norwegian. Yeah.
All right, cool.
guy knows everything.
Begge lag mangler nå bare 1 fisk hver før de kan få sjekket fangsten.
Yeah.
This is a hot dog, and I know it's Norwegian, and then there's 2 types of sauces.
That's right, let's look.
Yeah. Okay.
Men dersom de har fått 1 eller flere utenlandske fisk på kroken, må de belage seg og fortsette konkurransen.
A cheese slicer. That is correct.
Good job.
One down!
Pippi Longstockings.
Pippi Longstocking is not Norwegian. She's Swedish, so unfortunately it's wrong.
That's my fault. That's my
That's okay.
fault.
That's like cursing in church. It's Danish.
Okay.
Oh, look at how upset she is. Cursing in church. Oh my goodness. I feel like that was a little mean.
Which one? It was a hot dog.
Begge lag har fått med seg 1 utenlandsk fisk i fangsten. Og dermed må de ut på det manglende havet for å få tak i den siste norske fisken.
Cursing.
Okay,
in
it's a
church.
troll.
Why did they use like a little toy? Like, why didn't they use like one of the traditional looking really weird, like giant nose ones?
Unfortunately, that's also Danish. You have to go out again. One more.
Do it.
Stay ahead, guys. Keep walking.
Nice.
Yeah. Fisherman.
All right.
Trolls are Danish? Or that specific toy?
I see someone standing on the top of a rock in the middle of a fjord.
That
Saying,
sounds pretty serious.
looks like they're saying, "Out for Norge."
Is it protruding out above the water?
Yes, it is.
I think that's Norwegian. That's Norwegian, right? That's the thing that,
The preacher's rock or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold it. Come on, you get it.
Okay, this is a fjord. Someone's on a fjord and they're standing and screaming. Yay!
Okay, let's go.
Hey, fisherman.
They make it look like it's like wrapped to the wire.
Okay, what's up?
Oh.
Oh, a Norwegian fjord! Congratulations!
I feel like it throws it off having a person there when they just take a picture of a fjord.
You're done. It's correct!
They were
I think
after.
the competition went really well. I think our team was solid. I think everybody worked really well together. So I think we possibly took the cake home. So hopefully.
If I'm the reason we lost because of my call on Pippi Longstocking, I think there'll need to be some sort of penalty. Maybe I'll be forced to wear my hair similar to hers for the next competition.
That's funny.
I don't know how that'll happen. I'm a little short up here, but I'm happy to try it.
Hey guys,
Hi.
both of the teams did a great job fishing from a boat on land. You also did a great job in describing the photos, and you were quick at making decisions. However, none of the teams found all the right photos right away. Team Red, the sausage was Danish, not Norwegian. And Team Blue, Pippi Longstocking is a
Look at
very
how
Swedish
nervous
character,
she is.
not good. One of the teams did it in 9 minutes and 25 seconds.
Look at her.
The other team did it in 10 minutes and 55 seconds.
I think it was the. No, I don't know.
The winning team that will get an advantage in next week's first team competition.
I feel like it's the blue team.
Team Blue!
It feels fantastic to be on the winning team.
whatever edge that we have, it's something that both teams will take turns having, and I'm thrilled to have it for next week's challenge.
David?
Hey guys!
Next week, facing the elimination challenge for the first contestant is very tense. There's 12 of us here. I've grown close to all of them. With our team having less of the advantage, it's gonna be hard.
Is he crying?
Etter en opplevelsesrik uke.
So in love with this country after just a few days. The beauty, the groundedness of it, it just feels kind of like, not to be overblown here, but like a holy land and coming home. We're Americans, but we're all Norwegian Americans. And that melding of that together really feels like we've created...
Oh my god!
I didn't know there were whales near Norway.
So many I've always called myself a Norwegian, and I believe that's true, but to be here, to see the fjords, to taste the fish, to ride on the boat, I mean, those are some of the most Norwegian things I've thought of or could think of.
Oh my god, it's like a frenzy!
That's awesome!
Først etter å ha sett den store spekkhoggerflokken, begynner å gå for test hva slags kute regnefangst egentlig er.
This is a whaling ship?
Yep. Check out the valve.
What's that used for?
Think of it as a big hook.
I feel really sad for the whales.
I'm gonna go look up if I know this girl. Sienna girl.
Oh my god. I think we're just getting more and more depressed as time goes. It's been a rough afternoon, hasn't it?
Hi, my name is Tess. I live in Auburn, California, and I want to go to Norway. Here's a song for you.
Oh, yes, that's okay.
I am 27 years old. I'm originally from Ohio, and I just moved across the country to Auburn, California, where my aunt and uncle live, with the goal to go to school in San Francisco, where I will be studying drama therapy.
Drama therapy?
I'm really passionate about theater, and I love to just try different things and to be spontaneous.
This is a good commentary on America. I'm not saying it's not a legitimate thing, drama therapy, but how many jobs are available for that? Like Americans study stuff that like they major in things where there's like no jobs available. It's like super flooded. The profession. Anyway, can't find my phone.
And play games on people and with people. It's just funny. It's so entertaining.
Okay, so this is what I want. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's funny, entertaining. That like people. Oh my gosh. Anybody could do that, really? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Whatever.
Scene in Norway.
Express themselves. I love it when I feel unafraid to express myself. Norway, Norway, how would you like to go?
Oh
This is boring. Well, it's not boring, but it's more.
It's a Norwegian spirit word.
No, I mean, you know, I've been mean. You know, this is she's just she's expressing herself. She wants to be happy. That's good.
Every week, this award is handed out to someone that has shown great Norwegian sportsmanship or has walked the extra mile for their fellow contestants.
All right, I'm gonna try to pick. I don't think any of them.
The person that receives this award
Let's see.
will become immune next week and doesn't
I'm gonna give it to her just because she has a good attitude.
have to leave Norway.
I mean, I would guess it was her. I mean,
You've all shown compassion, curiosity, and enthusiasm this
not so much enthusiasm in those eyes.
week. However, I can only give the spirit award to one of you. And the person that receives it is someone that's young at heart, despite
David.
being twice the age of everyone else.
Dave.
David, your humor gives a smile to everyone else around you.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you've really taken on this experience with a go-ahead spirit. So, congratulations. Next week, you're safe from elimination.
There you go, bud.
Following the footsteps of some...
My mouth is always working really well, but this is such a compliment, and I'm so thrilled with it. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, he's got to carry that around on his neck. No. This is another thing. This is even more than the fish. I'd say this is a This is a tradition, I think. Come on, that's hideous. Why? I don't have to keep that tradition going. Put in something else in the tradition. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. I think I'll watch some other ones. I'm sorry for seeming mean to some of the contestants. I'm just kidding. I'm just a joke. But thanks for watching. Love ya. Like and comment and subscribe if you want to. If not, that's cool. But have a good one.